0-2 pitch, swing and a miss, struck him out.
Pattison Ave! Turn it up! Let's go! Morning in Philly, we run this show. Hey! Joe Marks, James scores on the glow. Eagles fly, Phil swing, let it roll. Flyers crash, Sixers light up the floor. Philly, hey, Philly, hey. Shout it on the air. Pattison Ave, we're already there. Bell rings. The floor shakes. Choir rises. Hands up. Let's go Sixers. Let's go Sixers. Let's go Sixers. Roll these up. Huh. Yeah. Huh. Yeah. Yeah, from the steps to the wheels, hear the city lean in. Cold nights, hard fights, but we still believe in. Black tops, playground scars, every block got proof. We don't fold, we don't flinch, we just rock the truth. Maxi with the green like lightning in the sneakers. First one up the lane, now he's leaving them in pieces. Smiling at the wall, then he splits through the seam. Fast enough to wake every fan from a dream. And beat in the paint, that throne got his name on it. King of this town, every block put a claim on it. He waited for the moment, now the moment waits back. Wide chest, calm eyes, putting pressure on the rack. Broad street, talking loud, hear the legends in the brick. This the kind of team make the whole crowd sick. Cause hunger in this building got a different kind of sound. When the finals start calling, we gon' hold this ground. Can you feel it now? Hands go up. Can you feel it now? The whole place shook. That bell still ringing like a warning sign. Philadelphia rising. It's our time. It's our year. It's our year. Bring it home right here. It's our year. It's our year. We came for the crown. Sixers on the rise. Look around. Look around. Look around. It's our year. It's our year. We don't back down. We don't back down. Yeah. VJ Edge, calm, young king, future in a blaze. No fear in his chest, he was built for these stages. Explosive on the catch, then he's gone like a spark. Relentless with the hustle, leaving footprints in the dark. Every rebound matters, every loose ball is gold. That next gen pressure got a fearless mode. Ahead of schedule, but he moved like he's been here. Whole league getting warm by the way he appeared. Jaylen Brown in the mix, battle tested, cold steel, championship scars. You can see how he moves for real, locking up the best. Then he scores when it's tight, calm voice, sharp eyes. He the war in the light, and then LeBron walk in, that's royalty at the door. Basketball genius, one more run, one more IQ. Like a map, he can read every trap. He elevate the room when he steps in the snap. Different kind of pressure when he joins the machine. Final piece dropped in the middle of the dream. Lift it up now. Stand as one now. Gospel in the rafters. Hands to the sky. When the city believes, you can hear it reply. I'm talking packed up buses, red, white, blue in the stands. Grandmoms on their feet, little kids with their hands. Every barbershop talking like they knew it was coming. Every corner got a post in the whole block humming. No more almost, no more close, no more pain in the ring. We've been patient through the winters, now we're ready for the spring. Maxi make them tilt, Embiid make them bow. VJ bring the future, Jaylen bring the now. LeBron bring the wisdom like a torch in the storm. 4 stars, one mission, keep the whole city warm. From the first tip to the last home blast, we the ones they remember when the scoreboard pass. So shake the floor, let the whole arena know.
And now, introducing your 2026-2027 Philadelphia 76ers. What's up, everybody? Welcome in to the Pattison Ave Sports Show on a beautiful August day here in the Delaware Valley. With me, as always, is my companions, my brothers from another, Joey Marks, and now coming out of retirement, our good friend Damon Saleem from retirement. Gentlemen, how are we doing?
Good morning, James. Good morning, Philadelphia. I just wanted to put a little bit of sugar in your coffee this morning, folks, because the king of the North has arrived. And we had to bring in a surefire Hall of Fame voice in the Sixers regime, Damon Saleem, to come out and yes, and literally give us the breakdown of this acquisition. This is, we would say, once in a generation. This is a once in a lifetime roster. So, good morning, Damon. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning, Joe. Good morning, James. Thank you for having me, and thank you for sharing that amazing introduction to the show, man. With the Ali, the champ is here, and then with that amazing song, man. Who's the artist? Like who?
I am. I'm the production host. I'm the production guy.
Say less. Say less. I got you. Awesome, awesome. Man, LeBron James. So let me go back if I can. Mm-hmm. I'm at home with my son. My son's home, school. You know, he's doing laundry. We're talking, and I'm watching Action News, and they go, we're going to Sports Director Deuces Roger. Deuces breaking story. The Sixers just traded Paul George and 2 first-round picks and 2 seconds to Boston for Jaylen Brown. So I'm like, wait, what? So my brother, we have a thread with some friends, a text, and he sends it. He's like, "Is this true that Jaylen got traded to the Sixers?" And I'm like, "Yeah, just saw Action News." So I hit another buddy up. He didn't believe me. I said, "Turn to ESPN." So that right there was the first thing to drop, because let me just go back a few pages back. So during the free agency, when the Sixers got, I know they got Wade from Cleveland and the guy from I can't get his name out from the Knicks, and I really wasn't wowed, but I was like, okay. But at that time, I knew Grimes was kind of going, but I thought we'd keep Kelly. Then when Kelly signs with Indiana, I was like, man, what are we doing? Then the Jaylen Brown trade hits, and I'm like, all right. All of a sudden, we're looking different now. Literally the very next day in the thread, I said to my brother and some other friends, I said, yo, we should go for LeBron. Keith Pompey on his podcast says the same thing. I'm like, all right, this is deep. And each day I'm starting to believe we can get him. So now it's starting to ramp up. Not just me saying it, and Keith, other people are starting to say, yeah, let's go for it. Joe, James, I had a good feeling up until the last 2 days before it broke. Here's what happened. Even though he dropped the nuggets about the process and at the Fan Fest, whatever, Fanatic Fest, excuse me, thank you, and then saying, the main thing. I just was like, I don't know, but I always kept saying Philly was the best fit, because if you go to Miami, James, who's your backcourt? They have no guards, Joe. Right? That's nothing but front court players. Golden State, I'm sorry, as great as Steph is, I'm a Steph fan, father time, that team's not beating OKC or the Spurs. They just age-wise. Cleveland didn't make sense because of Harden and all that. This made the perfect sense, but then the last 2 days, I'm like, I'm not sure. Moving forward, Friday, I'm with my son again. I'm taking him to work. My brother sends the text. We got LeBron, and I'm like, we got LeBron. I screamed so loud. My wife calls my son. She thought someone hit the car because I was still parked in the block. He's like, no, we got LeBron James. I'm screaming down the street, we got LeBron. People are coming up. We got him. I'm like, yeah, we got him. Man, I tell you, y'all, I'm getting chills as I'm thinking about it. Man, it just shaped everything. It's as a basketball fan, let alone a
Man.
Sixer fan. I'm hella
So
excited.
I'm gonna drop a little historical, ironic situations here for you guys. Okay, so give me a minute to kind of pontificate on this.
Sit down, sit
So
down.
250 years. We just celebrated our 250th birthday as a nation, breaking away from England and becoming our own, country, nation, and whatnot. So this offseason is very ironic when it comes down to celebrating 250 years. We said in 250 years ago, we broke away from King George III in order to gain our independence. So we sent George away from Philadelphia and broke up with the George. Okay? So
we got a king.
well, I'm getting to that. So we broke away from a George,
sorry,
but we decided that we were going to bow down and bend the knee to a king after all, after 250 years. But it wasn't your typical king. It was King James. We decided we were going to bend the knee for the king of the north and King James. And you know what? 250 years later, history just seems to be cyclical. I believe my history professor all this time. History is cyclical in its own ironic kind of way. We broke up with the George and we brought a king in. So
that's
that is
good.
Brilliant. That's brilliant.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome.
Brilliant, bro.
That's excellent.
That's brilliant.
Now, here's what I think. I heard I got a call from our guy Mitch about the Jaylen Brown deal, and I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" Like I was sitting there going, "You got to be pulling my leg, right?" Like, did you get the name right? Is it Jaylen Brown? It's not Kwame Brown. It's not, what the hell?
Brown.
What the hell are we doing here? And it's like,
it's not James Brown.
Stupid.
It's not James Brown.
No. But it's like,
not Bobby
close.
Brown. It's not Bobby Brown.
It's not stupid. Then there's another
Bobby Brown
irony.
is from Boston. We didn't get Bobby Brown, no.
No. But like, here's the thing. I said this to Mitch when he said it to me. I'm like, what? We sent one Brown up to New England and they sent another Brown down. Like, what the hell? What can Brown do for you? Like, that's what I literally.
Hey, Dominic Brown, that's for sure. That's what I just thought about it too.
We're going to pitch it later on, but go to the shoppingplaza.store, go to the newsstand. That's literally the name of the article that I wrote about Jaylen Brown coming to the Sixers. What can Brown do for you? We shipped one Brown away that was a malcontent, and now we got a Brown that's not a malcontent, but now it's got a chip on his shoulder. Hey, then you add a king to the mix. You got a young prince in Tyrese Maxey here, and a Thundercat like VJ Edgecombe. Oh, and by the way, we have an ex-MVP of the league in Joel Embiid, and if he could stay on the court with all this talent, god damn, Damon, this is the thing that I've been like, I got to get Damon on because you have brought up in the past shows about 83 and about that team and about what you remember. Okay. You got to compare the teams now because what we are talking about, this isn't, let's get out of the second round. This is, the whole league is on notice. Like, we went from being the chaser to being the hunted. Like, we have painted a red target on our backs when LeBron James signed with us. That is a fact. But I got to ask, compare the two teams, the rosters, because this feels like, and I don't want to speak out of turn, that's why I'm asking.
Right.
This feels like this roster is stronger than that roster, which is weird to say because of what that roster accomplished.
Yeah, let me just peel back a smidgen because I'm peel off which brilliant what you said about the Georges and so in '76, I'm hanging out with my buddy named Michael, and he says to me, "We're going to watch Dr. J," and I said, "Who's Dr. J?" And before Kevin Hart, he said, "You're going to learn today who Dr. J is." That's how I got introduced to the great Dr. J, Julius Erving. So when Julius came to the Sixers. So we talked about this on Sport Talk. Yes, LeBron is big, but that was big for its time too, Joe. Here's the reason why. He caused the merger between the ABA and the NBA, bringing Denver, the Spurs, and the Pacers, and the Nets, all 4 teams over to the NBA, right? That was huge. And so when the Sixers were able to acquire him, that was a big deal. Now, as a kid, I didn't understand it. I didn't even know who he was, let alone.
Right.
But so later on, you find out, oh my God, okay, great. The next year, they go to the finals, 77 against Portland. They up 2-0. They lose because of the fight with Darryl Dawkins. They wind up losing to Bill Walton and them 4-2. Boom. And they started their campaign. We owe you one. Moving forward, now 81, 80, they're battling with Boston, the Lakers in the championship. The year before, they go to the finals, 82. They lose to the Lakers.
Right.
And the missing piece was a center because the late Caldwell Jones and Darryl Dawkins couldn't handle Kareem, nor could they handle the backup. Here comes Moses now. 2 years prior, when the Sixers was up 3-1 against Boston, would have played Houston in the finals, but they lost because Boston beat Houston. That's the year Moses won MVP. Moses was like ready. He knew what the Sixers needed. Once they acquired Moses Malone, oh man, the energy, because people was down on the Sixers. It was 3-1 and they losing in the championship, even though they were down like damn it, to the point. They didn't even sell out a playoff game because they couldn't even air it on local TV. That's how down the people want the Sixers, right? We get Moses, and it was like, yeah, Lakers, we're gonna whip that ass. We're gonna get you. And so
4-4-4, right?
4-4-4. Well, and it wound up being 4-5-4 because they lost 1 game in Milwaukee. But he called it 4-4-4. You're right, James. That's what he initially called. They started out that season 12-0. They out the gate, they were ready. They moved Bobby Jones to the bench. So when you compare the two, in all fairness, the thing about this Sixers team, they've got to get out of the second round.
Right.
We have to be honest with that. Now, even before acquiring LeBron with Jalen, I think they were good enough to get out the second round. But it goes back to Joe's health. And I got updates for Joe's health for people. I got some great news. So, with that being said, to answer your question, I don't know. It's remained to be seen.
Right.
But they can match them. I think that because here's a deeper one, y'all. No one talks about this. Before the Sixers got Moses, this is a true story. Hal Katz met with Wilt Chamberlain, the late great Wilt Chamberlain. Wilt was 45 at the time. They were desperate for a center. I mean, desperate. Right. And he met with Wilt Chamberlain. They went to Julius about it. And Doc said, no, I don't think it'll be a good idea. So Dr. J kind of shot that down. But that's how desperate, Joe, they were for a center. They went back to try to get Wilt and was fortunately able to get Moses. But yeah, they were because they knew what they needed. They knew what that team needed. They knew they could get through the East. They knew they could beat Boston's front court. They just couldn't match up with Kareem. And then once they got him, they swept the Lakers.
You know, you mentioned one word stands out from all of what you said, and it's desperate. And like I look at the last, I don't know, 8-9 years of this Sixers team, and this fan base has been desperate. And it's been desperate because it feels like we get this close just to have it snatched away from us. Yeah. And I think we've all kind of gotten to a point as Sixers fans where we are hesitant to give them our heart because we want to give them our heart. We want to live and die. We want to give them that passion. But when we've done it before, it's been a heartbreak. And so we're really hesitant to do that. But I think we're also desperate. I mean, there's a lot of people out there that are sitting there going, okay, you got LeBron James, but you got 41-year-old LeBron James. And I'm like, now I wear this jersey today. This is my Kobe jersey. Now, understand something. We have had on the Damon, you've been part of this. We've had on this show the great debate of who's the best player of all time.
Right.
Jordan, Kobe, and
Mhm.
LeBron.
Mhm.
Now, look, I'm a Kobe guy. I've been a Kobe guy. I've been a Kobe guy on that debate for the longest time. But people are like, so I guess you're a LeBron hater. Like, no, you're not hearing me. I believe Kobe is the greatest of all time. However, LeBron's still writing his story. There's a difference.
Mhm.
So, could LeBron become as great as Kobe? Maybe. But I mean, it depends on how you're looking at it. There's a point where LeBron knows he's not going to catch the amount of championships that both Jordan and Kobe won. So, what does LeBron need to do to seal his legacy as at least one of the top 3 players of all time? Win a championship in his 4th team. That has never been done in NBA history. So LeBron will stand on that mountaintop saying, I may not have 6 championships. I might not have done it the way that Kobe and Jordan did it, but I did something that neither one of them did. Now, I look at it like this. Jordan and Kobe didn't have to do it because I think of LeBron as the nomadic champion. This is a guy that, Jordan and Kobe had the talent come to him, whereas LeBron goes to the talent. And that's very different. And maybe that, in the words of Frank Finnegan, maybe that's the way the league is now, possibly. But, the idea that the way Kobe and Jordan did it was very different to how LeBron is doing it doesn't mean that LeBron can't still be in that conversation. I'm still going to have the Mamba mentality, but I think LeBron, he's been to so many different places. And I said this when this decision was up in the air. I said there was 4 major contenders. There was Philly, Cleveland, San Francisco, or Golden State, I should say, and Miami. And I literally said, okay, you want to go home? Go to Cleveland. You want to go to relax on the beach? Go to Miami. You want to go to
Right.
you want to go and go quietly into that good night and just be the quiet whisperer as you retire? Go to Golden State.
Right.
Want to win a championship? Come to Philadelphia because you're going to be held at a standard like you've never been held at before.
Right.
And
It's true.
if you win a championship in this city, I don't care if you've only been here for 1 year. You win a championship in this city, they will roll out the red carpet and bend the knee to the king on Broad Street because this city has been thirsty for this for a long, long, long time. And I'm just going to enjoy the ride. I'm going to do the Anthony Gargano thing.
Yeah.
I'm going to enjoy this ride.
Yeah.
And, I think that this team is a finals contender. I think that, again, like I said earlier, they have painted a target on their back. Like, when it went from, we're not worried about the Sixers. Like, Boston, the Celtics and Knicks and all Indiana, like, we ain't worried about the Sixers. They
Right.
Then they get Jaylen Brown and LeBron James, and all the teams are like, okay, what just happened? And I'll say this again, Mike Gansey, A+. Daryl Morey, there's a difference with the GM regime. Mike Gansey clearly went to the Howie Roseman school of how to get shit done because that's what he basically did. So this is James. Where were you? I don't think we talked about this yet. Where were you, and how did you initially react to the LeBron James news?
Well, it's funny. I think I talked about it with you guys over at Fly Like an Eagle, and it's the funniest thing ever. It's probably so it was around like 11:30 or so when the news broke, and I'm sleeping, and so I'm half like foaming at the mouth, like sleeping, and I'm thinking like, and my mom's like, they just got LeBron James, and I'm thinking like, oh, did they? Like, oh, okay, that's good. Like I'm half out of it, and I'm like, and then I finally wake up like around 12:30, 1 o'clock or so, and I'm a late night runner. I can't help it. And I check my phone again. I'm thinking like, wait, And then at first I'm thinking like, nah, that can't be right. Until I check like Shams' report. I check my dad. My dad texts me and said, no, we literally just got LeBron James. I'm thinking like, are you fucking shitting me right now? Are you fucking real right now? You know what I mean? Yeah. And I mean, yeah, dude, it's like you mentioned, guys, it's like I still can't believe it. I'm still pinching myself. Even like it's like the same thing after when we won that Super Bowl in 2017. And like it's like, wow, we won the Super Bowl, you know? Like that to me, I'm like I know I can totally agree with you right there too, Joe, with the debate back in high school and my grade school years. Always having that debate of LeBron versus Kobe. There was like LeBron people, there was Kobe people. I was a little bit in the middle, so I was like, it's like depending on what it was, kind of like Crosby versus Ovechkin, kind of like too. But in reality, the thing that was really surprising me the most is that I was thinking it might be like a 1 in a million shot, like LeBron comes to Philadelphia. Until he actually came here, it was like he was like poking the bear, like trusting the process and keeping the main thing. And I was like, yeah, like he's just trolling us, you know. And to this day, I still feel like, man, it. And the best part about it is too, Joe. I was going to bring this up to you. If LeBron wins a title here, he will be in history. It'll be, I think, the first time in history that he won a championship with other teams like the Lakers and the Heat and the Cavaliers. Yep. And he will make historical winning 5 championships with 5 other teams.
4 other teams, yeah.
4 other teams, yeah, exactly. So yeah, in a way, it'll be like a joy bomb, like like when we put up with Moses Malone, like 4, 4, 4, 4. It'll be 4, 4, 4, and 5. You know.
Yeah. And here's the thing, and I'm going to make this suggestion, 2 suggestions to LeBron James. You want to ingratiate yourself with Philadelphia sports fans. 8/24. Does anybody know what that day is?
My dad's birthday and Kobe's birthday too, right?
No, not Kobe's birthday.
No, I'm sorry. That's 8/23. I'm sorry, but that's his numbers. That's right.
8/24 is Kobe Bryant Day.
Yeah.
And LeBron James was the big advocate for that being Kobe Bryant Day, especially in Los Angeles. And LeBron was very adamant about the NBA doing this very big tribute when Kobe Bryant first passed away. So now he comes back to Philadelphia where Kobe made his roots.
Right.
And I'm going to make this suggestion to LeBron. It's ironic that schools start on 8/24 this year.
Wow.
I would love to see LeBron James go to Lower Merion High School and show up on 8/24 and say, I am here and we are going to win. And I'm not leaving until we do.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
That will ingratiate himself to the younger generation and be like, whoa, that's LeBron James. And like, you know, that kind of thing. The other thing is,
I have to say this. I'm going to interrupt you, Joe, but I'll let you finish there. I got an exciting story to tell you guys about this too.
LeBron is a fashionista when it comes down to coming to the arena. He knows that the camera's going to get put on him as he walks into the arena. I want him, and I'm a nerd, and excuse me for being one, but I want him to come in black mink. I want black fur. I know it may be like 80 degrees. I want him in black. I want him to look like one of the guys out of like Game of Thrones with the you know,
winter's coming.
Winter's coming, and I'm the king of the North. I want that whole garb, and I want him coming in, and I just want people to just acknowledge that. And so, yeah, I want all that. So, James, you were saying the story?
Yeah, so this is a little bit of a cool story here. So you brought up Kobe Bryant here, and it was this play-by-play sports camp I went to at Villanova, like probably from 2012 to 2014. And this guy by the name of Jeremy Treatment, great guy, really good individual. it was towards the end of the camp. It was on a Friday, and we would watch Kobe highlights from Lower Merion High School. And the one thing I loved about it too is that, like, he pulled I guess he pulled a music bed together with Kobe's highlights and one shining moment of March Madness. So it was like every time it was like, man, it was just like the one thing we need to do if LeBron wins the title, we have to get the one shining moment montage of LeBron winning that title. And like, I mean, I'm a big one shining moment fan. I can't help it. Every year,
Same here. I love it.
And also Teddy Pendergrass does a great job with it too. I always like that version just as much as Luther too.
Yeah.
So,
and the one thing I would say too is that if the Sixers win a title, I mean, I don't know if maybe I can do like video edit if I ever got the opportunity to do it. Right. But but that's like a little bit of an Easter egg, just to remind us about the one shining moment with Kobe's career and how he became essential here, and LeBron could do the same thing too. So shout out to Jeremy.
I want to like act onto what Damon had said earlier, and maybe you can like elaborate. So with LeBron James, one of the things that I think is, I guess, like synonymous with him right now. A 41-year-old basketball player is rare, especially in this time and era.
Right.
But the reason why he exists and the reason why he's able to do what he's still able to do is because he takes care of his body in so many unique and innovative ways.
Yeah.
Nutrition, bioscience, all of this. My question to you, Damon, because you brought up Joel Embiid's health, and believe me, that is on the top of everybody's mind, because God, if we could get a healthy Joel Embiid this season, like I don't want to go off the deep end and be like an MVP like season from Joel, but like if we could get a healthy Joel Embiid and a guy who can play as good as we know he can, man, this team is just like I can't even fathom how high this team can reach. So my question to you, because you brought up Joel Embiid's health earlier, and that you may have an update. My question to you is, how do you think LeBron's way that he takes care of his body and his health, how do you think that's going to influence Joel Embiid and how he takes care of himself?
I think I'll just pick a couple of things real quick. You guys mentioned LeBron and Kobe. People, I don't know if you remember, here in Philly, and it was ironic because Kobe died like the next day. LeBron broke the record, all time leading Lakers record. And in Philly, which is ironic. So the thing about Joe's health, right? So I noticed that people often say taking care of his body. I think that he has been taking care of his body in the past few years. And the reason why I say that, if you go back to 22-23 season when he won the MVP, remember his injuries, these recent injuries are Kuminga falls on his leg. Then and I don't know if you got a chance, if you haven't, man, try to read that article last summer that he did in ESPN. He really opened up. I mean, it was an amazing article. He talks about everything. He talks about his brother. He talks about his body. Yeah, early on, he may not have done the right things, but now, and he's been in the gym with Drew Hanlon. The other thing is, so he comes back. He talks about coming back early. He didn't want to rush back. Now this year, he did have some issues, but he said this at the end of the season when they got swept by the Knicks. He said, "My knees are healthier than they've ever been. This to be the first off season that I don't have to rehab. I can really focus on getting in shape for the season."
Sure, yeah.
I know at one point they took his shirt off one game. His body was fat, but I say this, for him to come back after that appendix surgery and 17 days later and did what he did. Joe, check this out. He's the reason why we got Jaylen Brown. Celtics up 3-1. Joe comes back. Sixers beat the Celtics. Now Boston's like, you know what? Let me switch up. So I think that LeBron, whatever Joe's doing now, he can only help add to that. I think that people said, I believe this, Joe one of the reasons he went to the Olympic team, he wanted to be around LeBron. He wanted to learn from him. So to have him in your gym every day is a difference than having him around you 8 weeks or whatever the case was back then, 6 weeks, whatever. So less than that, actually, but 4 weeks. So to your point, I think he can, help him continue to build on where he is. The other thing was that I was impressed with most about last year. He was working out after the games. They said like he would work out like Tim Duncan and them. And then the Cuz just said this last week. This is the update. Joe, they said he put on 15 pounds of muscle.
Ooh.
That's scary.
God damn.
Yeah, this come from the Cuz. This is from the Joe. I see.
Gargano's honest about that stuff. That's what I like about him too.
So I'm like, wait, what? So for Aubrey, this is what I see is going to happen. For everybody, we need Joe in the post, which he does play in the post. We're gonna still do his free throw jumper. With LeBron playing point. See, my biggest thing with Joe, and y'all know I'm a Joe fan, I didn't like him dribbling to the post. I thought he was working too hard. I'm at the game yelling, Joe, walk to the post. Just get the position, ball, 2 dribbles and up. Right. He did that in the Celtics series a lot because they couldn't stick him. Now with LeBron here, James, LeBron's going to make him get to the post, Joe. You know that. Get to the post.
Oh, yeah.
No. Get to the post. I'm going to dump it to you. You dump it back. I'm going to dump it back to you 2 dribbles up and 1. Who's going to stop that? Who's going to stop that?
You know, it's funny.
I still have to defend LeBron.
Here's the other
point
thing
about the conditioning. And by the way, they're supposed to have a mini camp this month. They're getting together this month, the whole team. But I think with him there, it's going to help enhance what he's been doing. Yes.
Well, before we go any further here, I want to.
LeBron's already working out and training with both VJ and Max.
Yeah, him and Maxie work out every year. They said so. Yeah, he's going to get together. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, you're good. No worries. I just want to see like what the naysayers are saying about the LeBron thing. So Pat Benoit checks in, says basically, let me check it out here. Just unless the Sixers move on from Embiid, this will be nothing more than a rerun. And he also says, in reality, is like for the 42-year-old can deliver, and the NBA is a young man league. But how is the team going to pass the Knicks, Detroit, and let alone Cleveland? But I don't think Cleveland's going to be that much of a threat. I mean, they still got James Harden. You know, other than maybe Detroit and the Knicks. I mean, the Knicks can go so far if Brunson takes them there, but I think we're pretty close now.
I want to respond
to 2 teams.
I want to respond to Pat there, James.
Sure.
I understand the young man league and the 42-year-old, but understand we're not delusional. We are not sitting here thinking we're getting the 31-year-old LeBron James.
It's not like Vinny Lecavalier with the Flyers, you know what I mean?
He doesn't have to be that guy. Like, this is – okay, I'm going to bring up what you just said, James. Chris Pronger. When we brought Chris Pronger in towards the end of his career, did we all think that he was going to that he was going to be the Chris Pronger of 10 years prior? No. But what did he do? He opened up the ranks for the younger guys and the more talented guys to be able to – right.
Well, I'll go one step further. Again, Jaromir Jagr or Pete Rose.
Right. And so, like, this is the thing. And you can get some more comments, James. But you got to understand, Pat, is like, we're not delusional thinking that we're getting the LeBron where he's going to average 30 points a game. But you also have to bear in mind. You also have to bear in mind where you are still a young team relatively. Well, you know, Jaylen Brown, VJ Etchkum, Maxey, those 3 guys are not. They're
got a good bench now.
They're all under 30 years old, and this other kid that's going to come off the bench, Theon, like this kid's going to be good. He's showing up in the summer leagues. Yeah, this is still got a young core to this team. All LeBron has to do, basically, LeBron is like, oh, so wait a minute, I just got to lead these guys. I don't have to carry them.
Yeah, I think that's even better for him. That's even better for him. You know
let me go back real quick to Joe. Yes, he's 41, right? But he takes care of his body.
Yeah, he does.
So Kareem won his final championship with the Lakers. He was 41 or 42. I forget which one. He was 41. Right. But he didn't have to. He averaged like 16 points a game that year. He's a Hall of Fame legend. What LeBron James? I mean, let me go. So yes, I was a hater. Let me be clear. I'm not going to front, but however, I stopped literally hating on him about 3 or 4 years ago. I was like, yeah, this dude is great. You know what I mean? That's just great, right? As a fan of the sport, I would be a fool not to acknowledge his greatness. as a fan of the sport. My haterism came out of because I'm supporting the team that's in the process losing games, and I'm ticked off. I was chipped off. Boom. I had that Kobe LeBron debate, all that.
Oh, I did too. Absolutely.
But I think we can all honestly say whatever we felt about the fandom of him, it never took away from acknowledging his greatness.
It's true.
To get a guy like this for a team like this that needs Joel Embiid, Joe, you asked the question, Joe. Joe reached out to him a few times, they said. Joe wants to help. He knows it. And Maxey, you're right, because they work out together with Clutch reaching out to him. Because they know what they need to get over the hump. They know, okay, we can get Boston. We got to beat the Knicks.
Right.
Now, I can put him on Jalen Brunson, James. We could defend LeBron, stick Jalen a few series for us.
That's right.
We're going to cause disruption on them. No longer will the Knicks be able to pull Tyrese Maxey's jersey as they did. Mikal Bridges, when he blows by you, grabbing his jersey several times. We're going to stop that. We're going to
big brothers in the building.
We got big brothers in the building. We got
That's
grown men in the building now, and they're all going to feed off of that. So that's why teams are hating on this move.
Well, I got one more comment here before we move on here. My dad Joe Scorza checks in, and he says it's good to see you back.
Big Joe, man, how you doing, brother?
Yeah, he's doing well. He's staying busy with the band and all that too. But he always appreciates your shout out too. So basically, my dad Joe Scorza checks in and says that the best part of LeBron is that he isn't coming in with any demands for trades for money like everyone thought he would do. But he signed for the minimum and wants to fit in on who is here at the same time too. And Mitchkovsky checks in a lot here today, so thanks a lot for chiming in today, Mitch. I appreciate it. And he says people forget LeBron could play center if it's needed to be too.
Got a Swiss Army knife, Joe.
Yeah,
but you got a brand new Swiss Army knife that you don't want to try out. Are you kidding me?
Let's be clear. We can. I'm a Kobe guy.
That's from my Boy Scout days.
And we talked about this, Damon. Like, I think me and Damon, we're big Kobe guys, and we've been big Kobe guys over LeBron for the longest. So yeah, we both kind of had haterade towards LeBron for a while. So why is that change? All because all of a sudden he's on your team? Yeah, kind of, in the sense that he can give us the best chance. But you got to respect game. We always talk about it, Damon, is you got to respect game. You can dislike some of what he does and the knuckleheadness and stuff, but you got to respect game. Respects game. And understand something. LeBron James, this is the accolades we're looking at here with this roster, with this starting five. We have a guy who's going to potentially go down as one of the top 5 players all time in NBA history in LeBron James. It's
pretty amazing.
We're going to have a past MVP in Joel Embiid playing. We're going to have a young guy like Tyrese Maxey, who LeBron has already anointed as possibly the future of NBA. Like, he's already said that, in LeBron's words, I'd rather play with Tyrese than Kyrie. So that ought to tell you a lot, because him and Kyrie were tight. But the fact that he considers so highly of Tyrese Maxey is amazing. Then
it's pretty amazing to think about.
And then you add the fact that Tyrese Maxey and Jaylen Brown were 2 of the top 5 scorers in the league last year are on this starting 5. Right. 2 of the top 5. And VJ Edgecombe was also in the top 5 for scorers as a rookie. So you tell me all these accolades I just threw out to you, and you mean to tell me that this is going to be just like running it back last year? You're out of your mind. You're out of your depth.
This isn't the Phillies here.
So. No, this is the complete opposite of the Phillies. This is where Gansey threw all the chips in the ring and said, let's see what happens. And it's going to be interesting to see nonetheless.
I'll say that too.
Mhm.
I mean, the
No,
thing
go ahead,
with
sorry.
Gansey is, I think Gansey. No, you're good, Dave. Don't worry about it. I think the thing I liked about with Gansey is that it kind of throws a little shade to Dave Dabrowski too. It's like, yeah, this is how you bring in talent, like Howie
Yeah.
Roseman does, and like what Danny Briere was trying to do with Leo Carlson. So it's kind of like three of the teams right now are going to be real fun to watch this year. I mean, obviously we'll be looking forward to football, then we'll look forward to basketball and hockey. And yeah, I think right now, if you pick the team right now that has the opportunity to win, like
Mhm.
those three teams right now are gonna be fun to watch for the next 5 to 10 years from now.
So before we get to our commercial, I wanted to ask Damon one other quick question about LeBron. So with LeBron coming here, and I've said this, if I'm Tyrese Maxey, I know the guy usually has a smile on his face. You can't really remove it, but I'd have a bigger smile on my face because he is so blessed as a player, not just because of the talent that he's got, but because of the kind of players he's had to learn, he's been able to learn from. He's picked up the James Harden step back three. He's learned from James Harden. Regardless of our criticisms of James Harden, he pulled away like a sponge some of the key things from James Harden. Now he's going to learn from LeBron James. He's going to learn underneath the tutelage of LeBron James. So I got to ask, you got Jaylen Brown, you got VJ Etchcomb, you got a couple, Tyrese Maxey, you got a couple of these other guys. Which player on the Sixers will benefit the most from learning under the LeBron James tree?
Wesley.
Just a couple things to add real quick before I forget. Two things. Joel Embiid called Maxey the franchise. And Jaylen Brown, by the way, Joe, is also MVP of a championship season. So with that being said, so Maxey is interesting. Works out with him. He's been working out with him for 5 years, they say, right? And
I'm sorry, Damon. By the way, LeBron James has won a couple MVPs. But go ahead.
LeBron James, correct. Yes, absolutely.
And Mitch Kovsky made a good point here too. He says, we are the only team that has 2 former MVPs.
Absolutely. So now I'm interested to see what they bring from the workouts to the court, right? Because we know it. So I'm interested to see that tandem. I know they got some plays that they're gonna have. So who's gonna benefit from the most? I think everybody. It's gonna be a sponge to this guy because he's a winner. And his IQ is crazy. His basketball knowledge is crazy. I think they all, but specifically, I think for this team this year, and I told this to my coworker, and I'm going to give you guys, whoever's listening and watching, I'm going to give you right now the odds are good, and I'm not a better man like that, but I'm going to go through. I would bet Maxey to win the MVP this year. The reason why I say that is because I expect the Sixers to be number 1 in the East. I expect them to lead the team, and that's going to be high ranking. See, Joe had that. So Maxey's going to be the closer. To me, he's going to be the closer. Like everybody's going, how does Nick Nurse with the offense? I say start Joe off early. Let Joe get his early. Then you can sit him down to secure him, rest him up, and let the young dudes run. Because Joe he showed you he can get off early. He did it last year in the regular season playoff. Maxey's going to be your closer. Him and Jaylen will be your closers. VJ is going to find his way, but those are your closers. You got 2 dynamite closers, so you run with that. But yeah, I think specifically he'll benefit from that. But yeah, man, the odds are good. He's his 6th best odds to win the MVP. So if you want to get in, I would throw it in on Maxey right now.
Yeah, that's a good point here. And my dad Joe Scorsia says that Mike Gansey completely made the roster into his own in 1 month. LeBron. Try to say that 10 times fast. Brown and LeBron. It's kind of like a tongue twister. So even Caldwell Pope along with Wade, I know those off the bench.
Don't forget Anthony Simon. Don't forget Anthony Simon.
Yes, exactly.
He averaged 25 against the Sixers.
That kid's a baller.
He was about to go to Miami. Anthony Simons was about to go to Miami. We snatched him. We snatched 2 players from Miami.
Here's the interesting
Gansey.
Here's the interesting, Damon. The way this offseason started for the Sixers, the first acquisition was Dean Wade. And I think a lot of Sixers are like, oh, delightful. Dean Wade. Woo-hoo.
Yeah.
Like, great. Good work, Gansey.
He was our starting power forward.
What? Well, he
Hey,
was.
look,
He
he
was.
had another white guy that shot 7 threes in one game in the finals. Another Mike Miller.
We
Okay.
needed some white brothers on the team. I'm like, come on, man, what's happening? We need
So, like,
man. What's going on?
You got to imagine Dean Wade.
Bring back Birdman too. Bring back Chris Anderson. Don't give it. You
I
give him
needed
a call.
JJ Redick, man. I needed a JJ Redick.
man. So, like,
Kyle Korver. There you go.
Dean Wade signed. Dean Wade signed, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm the starting power forward." Okay, yeah, sure, okay. And then they signed LeBron James, and Dean Wade's like, "Wait, what the hell just happened?"
Came out of left
The
field.
hell
Right?
just happened?
That just happened. All right, I come off the bench. You know,
He's like, LeBron's like, "Go take a seat, young buck. Go take a seat. You're good.
I got this. You'll learn. You're gonna learn today.
So that is the interesting thing is like that's how the offseason started. It's like Dean Wade, we're like, okay, woohoo. And then it just started to snowball. Then it was like Anthony Simons losing Oubre, losing Grimes. We're like, holy hell. I'm like, we are going to be pedestrian at best. And then the Jaylen Brown trade. And we're like, say what now? Yeah. And then it was like LeBron James could come here. I'm like, yeah, you're kidding. You're lying. Yeah.
You were telling me other guys, right?
Right. Tell me another story. And it's like, no, seriously, LeBron could come here. Like, what? Say what? And then
I threw it out the second day. I'm like, yo, let's get him.
Yeah. And I'm like, and then it was like it was coming more true. And it's almost like we spoke it into existence.
Yeah.
And it was like when LeBron finally came, I was like, okay.
Yeah,
I don't. Yeah. Like I said to Mitch,
I still have any. I can't even put into words. Gonna Mitch.
When he called me and said LeBron James is a Sixer, I'm like, for the first
time on PlayStation. You said on PlayStation. You saw it.
No, I was like, so Mitch was on the phone with me, and he's like, hello, and I'm like, for the first time in a long time, I'm speechless about the Sixers. I'm like, I don't know what to say. Like.
Yeah,
we got LeBron James. Well, like, okay, all right.
I should tell you this too here. I know we got to do our commercial bed for Shopping Plaza, but it's been a fun show so far, and it's been really fun.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to Matt Cord this week. I actually heard about this, and I'm repping the Y100 T-shirt here. And obviously, it's in orange, but I can customize them on TeePublic. So like, if anybody, you can probably customize them too. I got one upstairs that's a similar old rock station too. Shout out to Spike Eskin. Go back there too if they're waiting for you. Not just kidding. anyway, Matt Cord actually got a text from Allen Iverson around like 6 o'clock in the morning on President Steve, and he says, "Dude, you got to come back out of retirement for one more season. Chapter's not done yet. We got one. We got one more." You got to come back for one more ride. Yeah. If he comes back, man, I how much excitement.
After they got Jaylen Brown, I said he got to come back. Then LeBron, got to come back.
Well,
you can't retire like now. No.
There was a video promo that Matt Cord put out.
Yeah.
After they signed LeBron James.
Yeah.
He said, "Well, cool. I guess I'm going to be back in the saddle again." And then he did the LeBron James intro, and he's like, more to come. And I'm just like, oh, we are getting lit already. All right.
Yeah, definitely.
But before we move on, because we're going to
real quick, before we go, just want to let you guys know in regards to Maxey, my brother sent the clip. He hit. I'm not exaggerating, y'all. I'm gonna send it to y'all because I got y'all phone. 59 threes in a row.
Say what now?
Holy shit.
I watched it. He hit
holy shit.
59 threes in a row, and the dude said, "Damn, that's your first 50 this year." So he's done it before. Yeah, I'm gonna send it to you and James when we get off the day.
That's 100.
That is crazy.
That's over 150 points. The hell?
I know Steph Curry could do that, but Maxey? Wow.
New York Knickerbockers, we about to take over Maxey Square Garden. Y'all not taking over Xfinity no more. I had enough of y'all.
There you go.
I like
Maxey
that.
Square
Maxey
That's
Square
a good
Garden.
line.
I like that.
I gotta get that shirt. I gotta get that customized now on Shopping Plaza, right?
Yes, we can definitely make that happen.
I'll see y'all on LeBron Street come June.
Oh yeah, I know that.
Yeah,
I know that to be true. And
there's proof of it. Mitchkovsky said it in this workout. So yeah,
I'm right off Broad. So you know where the destination is.
Dude,
Damon.
when you got the word, I know you marked it off. You and your daughter, you went out there and you marked off your seat. I know you, Joe.
Yes. So
Hey, look, I'm down Darien Street now. Like,
yes.
I can pull an E-Rock and just do like some clips like you used to do at the link and just keep on. Like, I can just like walk down the street and boom, I'm right there.
Well,
Beautiful space of beer.
Let's pay some bills real quick with
Absolutely.
this sponsorship from my business, the Shopping Plaza Store.
Okay, where's that at? Oh, here.
Aren't you tired of endless scrolling and overwhelming product searches? At the Shopping Plaza, we simplify and personalize your shopping experience, so finding the perfect product is easier and made for you. Step into a place where every gift and every moment begins with you. Welcome to the Shopping Plaza. Take your team pride to the next level, whether it's the pros or your college favorites. Start your day with a smile and express yourself with designs as bold, funny, or unique as you are. Celebrate the people who matter most, from teachers to family to life's newest arrivals. From holidays to once-in-a-lifetime moments, everything here is built around your story. And it doesn't stop there. Explore the newsstand for trending stories, sports, and inspiration. Because at the Shopping Plaza, where shopping is personal, your story is always in style.
All right, 9:59. We're at the top of the hour here on the Pattison Ave Sports Show. Welcome back alongside Joey Marks and Damon Saleem with us. Joey, I know you got some busy stuff coming up with the Shopping Plaza, and if you may, can you tell people more about it?
Yeah, the Shopping Plaza is my business that I set up, the Shopping Plaza Store. You can go and get products for any event, any occasion, baby shower, weddings, holidays. Halloween's going to be in a couple months. Sporting events. You can get all official licensed MLB, NFL, NHL, NBA. You want to go get your own LeBron jersey, go through the Shopping Plaza and go through the links. You want to go through and get your new Jaylen Brown jersey, go through the Shopping Plaza and get your links. You want to create your own Sixers jersey and maybe even make your own Sixers t-shirt, go through the Shopping Plaza. Make that Maxi Square Garden shirt will be coming. So,
nice.
You go check that out. Also, check out the newsstand where I'm blogging. We have the Legacy Showdown where we'll be moving on in a couple days to round 2 of the sitcom showdown, where some wild cards will be coming into play. Also, we'll be moving on to the next series of Legacy Showdown, which is going to be called Game Time Gauntlet, and it's going to feature best teams in all 4 major sports: NBA, NFL, NHL, and MLB. So we pick and chose best teams from all 4 of those leagues, and we are pitting them against each other so that we will eventually crown the best sports team of all time. So go check out the Shopping Plaza. Go check out the newsstand on the Shopping Plaza, and there's going to be much more to come. We have 2,500 products and over 400 blogs to go and view. So go check it out. Personalize every moment. Personalize it today. Go to the shoppingplaza.store today. Want to move kind of quickly because we're running a little bit behind. I want to kind of get a little bit of your hit some quick hitters, Damon, with you with some Eagles stuff. So number one, Philadelphia Eagles re-signed and extended Jalen Carter to a contract for 4 more years, over $160 million total. My question to you, Damon, how do you like this deal? Like, what do you think about this deal? Because as we talked about with you talking about the 83 Sixers, the question that I have to start to ask, and I think a lot of people will, is this Howie Roseman's way of making sure that the Reggie White thing doesn't happen again, that he locks up that front defensive line for years to come? What is your takeaway on the Jalen Carter extension?
Oh man, congratulations to him. He earned it. like he said that Zach Vaughn told him, he said they're not paying you for what you did, they're paying you for what they expect you to be. And so he's coming to camp, looks like he's in shape. He says Jordan Davis, which is great. They go back, obviously James know back to their Georgia Bulldog days, but
Yeah, man.
Jordan Davis, I think, set the tone for him the way he came in shape last year. I mean, Jordan Davis looks fantastic. He had a hell of a year, got his deal last year. So yeah, man. And I know Jalen Carter came in to the league with some stains, on his record at the time. He's young. You don't hear him about getting too much. I knew he had a little incident, some incident a while ago, but nothing crazy. And
Yeah.
man, to your point about Howie in this Eagles organization, what I appreciate about Jeffrey Lurie, because Norman Brayman was an a-hole, man. He was. He was just and James' dad knows about him.
Absolutely.
Like he just used whatever with that dude. So with Lurie, yeah, he you can see where he's established the culture.
Yeah,
we're like, so now everyone we know they're going to pay Quinyon and Cooper next year, right? So then now the it'll tilt out. People are worried about that, but what's happening is Lane is on the clock, so that some of that money will move. So that money will move, and you'll be able to pay those guys. He's got the culture with people want to come play, and this is a winning organization. And I have to say this, man, before I forget, what's going on with all Phillies teams. The Flyers been in the playoffs. I was in on the watching them on the playoffs, and they just need that center, man.
Just need one more center, and then everything will be in the place. Yep.
It takes me back to my childhood when all four teams were great. I'm in that mode again, so I love it. Phillies are gonna make the playoffs. They're gonna make the playoffs.
So
I don't know what they'll do, but they'll make it. But anyway.
So my next question to you is: training camp started this week, and we always kind of go through this. Is like, what are the position battles that you're really looking at when you're going to look at the preseason and training camp? What are the position battles that most interest you?
Right now, it's two. It's. I always feel like the Eagles every year go to the season, Joe, with this question mark at a position or two. And it's like, if we're questioning that position, I know they're well aware of it. It's the safety, that other safety position. I would have liked to have kept Blankenship. I like Reed. I like his story. Undrafted, worked his way in. But hey, listen, he got paid, so he's with the Texans, I believe. I think he's with the Texans.
I think he's with Houston. No, it is Houston.
He's right. Texans, yeah. So good for him.
I
thought he went with the Cowboys with his old defensive coordinator.
No, that's the different. No, that's what's his name?
I thought Nakobe went to the Texans.
No, Nakobe went to the Raiders.
He's at the Raiders. He's at the Raiders. But yeah, the safety position, and I'm interested to see who the number 2 wide receiver is going to be. Now, the guy from Wicks, was it Wicks? Yeah, from Green Bay.
Oh yeah, man, he's been killing it.
Yeah, James. So I don't know if James can elaborate, but I heard I'm hearing some good things. I saw him a little bit in Green Bay. He didn't play as much, but I know he's got the height and the timing with Jalen. And if that can, I'm curious to see what that looks like. Those two.
Yeah, so, I'm right there with you, Dan.
So one of the other things I want to talk about is what you just brought up about the offense. So one of the things that has been widely discussed since we shipped A.J. Brown out of the town is whether or not this offense will be much worse now than it was before. Now, I'm going to make the statement, and then I want to get your reaction, Dame.
Sure.
I think this offense will be better. I think that Jalen Hurts will have more yards, more completions, and more touchdowns. Now, a lot of people might be like, you're out of your mind. You're putting your green goggles on. You're out of your mind. We lost A.J. Brown. Yeah, but we lost A.J. Brown, but we gained 3 other weapons, in my mind, that Jalen will be able to mix it up with. And I would rather have guys that are hungry for the ball than a guy that thinks he deserves the ball. That doesn't earn it, but that he deserves it. These guys, Hollywood Brown, Elijah Moore, Wicks, guys like even the rookie, Stowers, Goddard. These guys are all going to be hungry for the ball. But wait, I missed somebody.
Hmm.
The guy that's going to explode, and he's going to put the league on notice that y'all have overlooked me for far too long. The Slim Reaper,
Yep.
Devontae Smith. He's
AKA
going
Skinny
to
Batman.
put the league on notice. Oh, y'all forgot about me. Heisman Trophy winner, first round pick. Guy that sits there and was a Heisman Trophy winner, the first one since Desmond Howard to be be in the receiver category. So
They don't call him the dagger for nothing, Joe.
Yeah. So here's my thing.
That's why I call.
Jalen Hurts was at the press conference during training camp, and this guy sounded different. He sounded loose. He sounded free. He sounded like he broke up with the ex-girlfriend that was just mentally disturbing. He sounded like okay, far be it for me to judge another man's manhood, but he sounded like a guy who just got laid for the first time in 4 years. So, Damon, I gotta ask. So,
just to let you know, I'm throwing boxing punches. You're throwing them today. I'm just letting you know, you're throwing. Combination. I love it. Continue on.
Oh my God.
Damon, I gotta ask. I made this statement about the offense being better this year. Sure. And that seems crazy to most. I got to ask your opinion. What do you think about the possibilities of this offense being better this year than it was last year?
Joe, you and James and I can call the offense better than that shit was called last year. that offense was putrid. It frustrated me. Not just as an Eagle fan, as a fan of the sport. I watched Countdown. I became a fan of ESPN Sunday Countdown, and Ryan said,
Rex Ryan, right?
Rex Ryan said it's predictable.
Yeah,
it was just Joe. It was same
stale.
routes. It was the same routes, north and south. There was nothing, and so. But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing that people don't miss with Jalen Hurts. Okay, we understand what the offense was last year. We could say it was who was the coordinator?
Kevin Patullo.
Patullo. Maybe even some Jalen. It was offensive line was banged up. You still had two receivers with over 1,000 yards.
Mm-hmm.
You had two receivers, AJ Brown. AJ, listen, man, I don't hate on you. Whatever you have going on, I hope you're okay. You're not going to get what you got here in New England. So don't expect that.
It's not Love Iowa.
The grass ain't greener on the other side, AJ.
At all. And this ain't the Tom Brady Patriots. So don't expect them to go back. This ain't the Tom Brady
that's what I'm saying. It's a Brady. Exactly right. Yeah, you're right.
So fine, you're going. But remember, you've had
too busy with Diana Rossini, so there might be
he's got other issues. You've had several 1,000-yard seasons here.
Man, you're on fire today, Joe.
Oh, by the way, Joe.
Damn.
You got a Super Bowl ring and you got a touchdown in that Super Bowl.
And he's still disgruntled.
You got a super. Most can't say that. Fine. You want to get your yards? Go get your yards. Let's go back to Skinny Batman. Devontae, put on some muscle. We forget he was the number one in his rookie year, James.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he was.
They got AJ his second year. So he's always been a number one to me. To me, he's always been a
going back to Alabama.
And going back to Alabama.
And not to mention Devontae in his rookie year, with what you're referring to, Damon, set the Eagles' rookie record for receiving yards in a season.
That's right, brother.
I think he finished with 800 and something that year. He was close. He didn't get 1,000. He was like eight and some change.
Yep. But this is a guy that people are overlooking.
Yes.
And good, because when this guy comes out to play, I mean, look. I remember watching the Bama championship game.
He said,
As did I.
Because I'm about to say something I don't want to say, but I'm going to humble up and say it.
It wasn't Jawan Jennings, but it was close.
No, but the Alabama championship game where Devontae Smith had 4 touchdowns in the first half.
Yeah, man.
And I just went, me and my friend were watching it, and he's like, oh, yeah, he's the real deal. I'm like, this guy is like a video game. Like,
It
what
is.
the hell? And so
yeah,
I'm like,
coming from a Georgia fan, I remember him scoring that touchdown. I says, "God damn it, don't go to Dallas."
yeah.
Like,
yeah. But like here's where we kind of go the different direction. And Damon, you brought this up earlier.
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts. Let me preface this. After the 2021 season, going into the 2022 season, CBS Sports put out a poll saying that Jalen Hurts was the second to last quarterback ranking wise. The only person that was worse than him was Trevor Lawrence.
I thought it was like Drew Lock, was it not?
No, Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence had a bad season.
You're right.
Yeah. And so, because that was Doug's second season, that's when they thought Doug was going to get fired. So, here's the thing. No, I'm sorry. That wasn't Doug's second season. That was before Doug. That was
before Doug. That was Urban Meyer.
Yeah.
Urban Meyer. Wolf.
So, so the idea.
James, you on one today too. You throwing them too. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
So he was ranked that prior to the 2022 season on CBS Sports. This is a guy that going into the 2022 season and at the end of the 2022 season was the runner-up to MVP. So you go from second to last quarterback rating to second quarterback rating. This is a guy that when you say he can't do something, he just goes ahead and does it.
He just does it.
So the quarterback rankings this year weren't quite as bad.
Oh boy!
But NFL had ranked Jalen Hurts number 17. All of all the starting quarterbacks in the league, number 17. Now, I gotta just let everybody know. Damon's about to go off in a minute. And I'm gonna let him because he deserves to go off. Because this is not only disrespectful to Jalen Hurts, but people are gonna learn today. People are going to learn this season that you know, I said it to James and Mitch yesterday, David. I said, I'm going to be watching Eagles games this week, this season.
Sure.
And I may be at my house by myself watching the game, but I'm just going to say every time Jalen scores a touchdown, but I thought he wasn't that good. So, you know, I'm going to wait to kind of put him in this situation where it's like, you guys keep pissing the man off, and he keeps telling you guys you're wrong.
You know something, Joe? You know something, Joe? If you watch 97.5 the Fanatic or listen to 97.5 or watch, they got a thing on there called voice memos. They call it "We Hear You." Like you should definitely put like one of them on like those. Like I mean, I'm friends with Bill Carollo on Facebook. I'd be like, dude, you should definitely put one of those voice memos on there. On one of those things that they have for like the We Hear You segment, or even Times Yours with the camera and Richie.
So Damon, I'm going to give you time to react to this ranking of Jalen Hurts, and what your feelings are, because I feel like the pundits at 97.5, the pundits at 94 WIP have poisoned the well, and I think we all need to straighten it up and understand what's really there.
Yeah, I gotta say thank you, man. And I'm not gonna go off as much. I'm gonna be firm and clear. Understand what I'm saying? As a fan of the sports, everyone knows I'm 4 for 4, Philly all day. That ain't changing. But I'm a fan of sport. If my team loses, I still watching the playoffs. Okay,
absolutely.
I'm still watching. You know, Las Vegas. Shout out to Rick Tocchet. I mean, not Rick Tocchet. North Carolina coach. Carolina.
Yeah, Rod Brindamore.
Rob Brindamore, you know, for winning the Stanley Cup. And by the way, great finals. Great finals. Both
was a great
both
final.
the NBA and the NHL this year. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts. And I love to hear y'all points on this too. To me, didn't have that bad of a season last year. Did they get to the ultimate goal? Was the main thing? He didn't have a terrible. Everyone's making it seem. So now it's he got to learn the Mannion offense, because if he doesn't get the Mannion offense, he's not going to get the contract. Stupid talk. Okay?
It's asinine.
This is a man who played for I think it was Alabama first, then he left to go to Oklahoma.
Yep.
Was in championships, right? Heisman Trophy. I don't. He was a contender. I don't think he won it, but he's always won. He comes to Philadelphia, he wins, and he wins early. So when I hear this and I see that ranking, I'm gonna tell y'all what that ranking is. Give me a second. I know what all this is about, and this ticks me off with sports. And Jaylen Brown ties into this. When that ranking is so disrespectful, and the people that was ahead of him, I laughed. I laughed more than so than I got angry because I know what my eyes see, and I know what this man does in the playoffs. I've seen this man drive his team to win. Now, at last minute drives to win games. I see he's done it. He's done it all. Can he improve? Of course he can improve. Will he improve? Yes. To Joe's point, the year they won the Super Bowl, he was getting the ball out faster. He stepped back, took a little step back on that. I expect that to be back this year. That ranking to me was based on two things. One of them I despise. I'm gonna let that last. Betting, sports betting.
Absolutely.
He's not the guy you're gonna bet for your numbers week to week. And then stinking analytics. Joe, James,
I know what you mean.
You couldn't pay me to watch a game with an analytic geek. You understand what I'm saying to me? I mean that.
Sorry, Jonah Hill. You gotta be put in the bedroom.
You couldn't pay me to watch a single game with an analytic geek. Because that's want. Talk to me, Joe. I watch sports, James, to release. I show emotion. I get it. I know I get nuts.
I get it. I get you, man.
But never do I go, wow, Joe. In the third quarter, Maxey was a plus 12.
You nailed it, man.
And the Sixers still lost by 5. I don't give a damn about what is it, plus 12? That means nothing to me.
It means nothing either.
That's when they look at analytics and go, oh, well, analytically speaking, he's 17th.
Trey Turner's got a WOBA of 17. What the hell does that mean?
What the hell does that even mean? He's not consistent.
The only analytics I care about is W's, L's, and championships. Those are the only analytics that make sense to me.
Yes.
That all that other garbage. No, do I like rebound averages and points averages and assists? I do. Do I like how many? Of course I do. But don't give me that in the third quarter, 2 minutes. Man, go ahead with that. And I love math, but not that kind of math, man.
Well,
get the hell out of here.
Hey, look, I almost failed Algebra 2 in junior year. It was bad enough.
to wrap it,
that's what that is to me. To me, that's what that is.
I agree. And look, it's difficult, man. I hate math. Math's a stubborn bitch.
To kind of wrap it back around to where we started, kind of like with LeBron James. LeBron James, he knows he's going to have some records statistically, right? But he didn't come here for that. He came here to win. He came here to win a championship. He doesn't care. He doesn't care if you're the 8th seed. He doesn't care if we're the 6th seed or 1st seed or whatnot. He's like, are we in the NBA Finals? Because once that happens, it's game time. You can hit the Michael Jordan Chicago Bulls theme song. You can have whatever you want to hit, but it's game time. When Jalen Hurts steps on that field, he is the general. He is the guy that is in charge. And listen, for people who are like, well, Jalen Hurts better get this Sean Mannion system.
Hold on. I know what you mean.
Have we not been paying a freaking attention? This is a guy who's learned 8 different systems in his goddamn career.
8 different systems in 9 seasons. Are you kidding me?
So,
seriously.
What gives you the idea that all of a sudden this guy Mannion's going to come in and he's going to be talking Greek when Jalen doesn't even know Greek? Like, what the hell gives you that impression? Like, this is a guy. Now, let me be clear. It's training camp. We can press the brakes on that. But he has been under center a lot more in training camp. He's been throwing over 80% across the middle during training camp with a 90% completion rate. Right. So for all those people who are like, he can't throw across the middle. He can't throw people open. He can't do this. He can't.
He
Okay,
can throw
cool.
over the middle. Yeah.
So I said this yesterday, James. I'm going to say it again to all of you people that are watching. Please like, follow, and subscribe. Please do that for Street Punk Entertainment and Hardcore Sports. But other than that, this is what I'm going to say. If you are part of that minority that's saying Jalen can't do this and Jalen won't do this, guess what? Stay in your lane. The train has left the station, because when he does it, because it's not if, it's when he does it,
right?
You're all going to feel like, well, I didn't think that would happen. Then you're not paying attention. This is a guy who's proven that when he is backed up against the wall with criticism, he comes out firing.
Well, let me say this too about Jalen Hurts too. And
hang on, James. One more point.
Yeah, you got
it. I mentioned this yesterday because we had a guy on the comment board, AK, that was saying, the idea that these first-time offensive coordinators don't really work for Jalen. Okay, that may be true, but understand, Shane Steichen was a first-time coordinator, and we went to the Super Bowl with him. Okay, we went to but Kellen Moore was an offensive coordinator.
I'm sorry.
Here's the thing that what we also is also a trend. We win Super Bowls when the offensive coordinator is a backup quarterback, a former backup quarterback.
Yep.
Frank Wright,
Kellen
Moore,
Moore,
now Mannion. Okay, you see, that's the trend we ought to be paying attention to.
They speak the same language.
Exactly.
Right.
So we can't start to believe that Mannion is speaking Greek when Jalen doesn't know how to. They speak the same language. They speak quarterback. That's what matters the most. And Kevin Patullo, there's a reason why he got passed over for an offensive coordinator position for 18 years. There's a reason why Brian Johnson got passed over for an offensive coordinator for 10 years. There's a reason, because these guys weren't talented enough. That's just a fact. But but guys like Mannion, guys like Kellen Moore, guys like Steichen, these guys are students of the game. Frank Wright, these guys are students of the game, whether they played it or they studied it, and they know it. And so when you have a guy like Jalen Hurts that comes from the pedigree that he comes from, with his dad being a coach and coming from Texas, this is a guy that does not fool around. So all the naysayers that want to say Jalen can't do this and can't do that, good. Stay on the platform, because the train has left the station. Because when we start the regular season, all you guys are going to be in crow, and that's fine. James, go ahead.
Yeah, so basically, the one thing I wanted to bring up here with my dad, Joe Scores, he says Jalen Hurts only gets shorn because he's not a quote unquote stats quarterback. He's all about whatever it takes to win.
What are we all going to play the game for? What do we play the game for?
For wins.
For championships. That's what we play the game for. LeBron James just came
to the Singletary said it best back in the day. He wants winners.
LeBron James came to the Sixers for what? To run up his stats? No. He came for a championship.
He said he could have got another 50,000.
And it's not. And here's the other thing too. My dad nails it on the head too. Only quarterback in Eagles history to never miss the playoffs as a starter from the beginning.
Well,
we rest your case.
But we want to dismiss that.
I get it. I know what you mean.
What has Joe Burrow's done? What has Lamar Jackson done?
Right.
What has
Josh Allen done in 9 years, or Lamar Jackson?
That's why. And let me say this a couple of things before, because I know we're wrapping up soon. You guys are doing a great job with this show, man. I'm so proud of you and what you're bringing to the show, and this is important, because what happens is these other platforms they try to treat you like you're not watching, right?
No.
A couple of things with Jalen Hurts. When Joe talk about the coordinators that were quarterbacks, let's not remember his first Eagles coach, Doug Peterson, a former quarterback.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. The other thing is, and there are certain things about certain players. Like I know, like I my buddy was calling Joel Embiid softy. I said, dude, he's not soft. I said, dude, after what he just did after the appendix, I don't want to hear that come out your mouth, dude. That's not soft.
It kind of changed my opinion on it, but at the same time too, now with LeBron there, like I think it's probably more that he had to do it all himself, but now he can just be Joel now.
You can tell your boy that if Joel is soft, then he's got a weird definition of soft, because He played after the appendix thing.
17 days later.
He played through Bell's palsy.
Right.
He played through a broken nose and was refusing to wear the goddamn mask that could protect him.
Yeah.
So I don't want to hear that.
No, and that's what I'm saying, right? So Jalen Hurts, and you guys know this story that I'm about to say. And the year before, so they went to the Super Bowl, loss to
Mahomes.
the Chiefs.
Mahomes
The next year they didn't make it. The following year they go back. Well, that year that they didn't go, that year after the Chiefs lost.
Yep.
Oh, Jalen can't read a blitz.
Yep.
What do you do?
He calls Wink Martindale of the Giants, former defensive coordinator. Not Wink Martindale, the host, the game show.
Yes.
Not that Wink.
Yes.
Tic-tac-toe or whatever the game he
It was
hosted.
a pyramid, wasn't it?
Password,
Password.
He called Wink Martindale of the Giants and said, "What are y'all doing to me on the blitz?" He answered his questions for him. Answered the question. That next year, he bust the blitz open and they went on to win the Super Bowl.
Yep.
Right.
That's all you need to know about the man. That's all you need to know. I'm going to figure it out. You tell me, like Joe said, I can't do something. Thank you very much.
Right.
I'm going to figure it, and I'm not only going to figure it out, Joe, I'm going to beat you at it.
Yep.
And that's what he did.
Yeah. And the other thing too is that Jordan Mailata said perfectly with Sean Mannion and explains every detail of every play to a point. No one ever did before. But that's the thing about Mannion.
He's going to help that offensive
sharp.
line.
He's really
sharp. Help that offensive line. He's going to help that line, man. He's going to help
absolutely, man.
That's the key for me with the Eagles, James. It's the line. That offensive line is clicking. Everything else is going to flow.
Oh,
that offensive line was banged up.
And by the way, Damon and James, you have to. It's Marquise Bell.
Hollywood.
No, Marquise Bell, not Brown.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm thinking of Marquise Brown. There's too many names.
Malcolm Bell or whatever his name is.
No. I said I troubled on his name yesterday. Where you at, buddy?
So the offensive line, the guy we just got, Damon, 6'8", 330 pounds. This is a guy who's going to be playing guard, standing next to Lane Johnson. So I feel sorry for someone who's going to look over and go, "The hell am I supposed to do with that?" Those two guys are going to eat me alive.
Yeah.
So understand something. This offensive line is going to be a key to this team. But, and they're healthy and they're ready and they have something to prove. But, the other part of this to kind of wrap up the Jalen talk is when Jalen, there's a big difference when you feel like the pressure for everything is on you.
Right.
Let's remember something. When Jalen wanted a contract, it was the 22 season. Jalen's got the last year of guaranteed money this season, so he's got something to prove to get that next contract. So you mean to tell me this guy's not going to come out guns firing? You got a guy who's motivated not just by winning, but by money, by livelihood, by competition. And I am just of the opinion that, like, for all of who we put in front of Jalen, you can say Joe Burrow throws 4,000 yards. Good, great. What's his record? How far did he go?
He went to one Super Bowl appearance.
Good, great, fantastic. Jalen's already been to two.
Well, let me ask you this.
Would have won two, but that's another conversation.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this too, Joe. And it's a good.
I got a question for you guys too. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Matthew Stafford, right? You think about Matthew Stafford for all of his career. He has had 5 or maybe 6 offensive coordinators in the last few years or so. Why isn't nobody saying anything about that? But they look at Jalen Hurts and say, he can't read a defense. But Matthew Stafford has just as much as offensive coordinators as Jalen Hurts does. I mean, it's kind of like it's not apples and oranges, but seriously.
But you're right. There's
you know what I mean?
There's consistency. Like when you have consistency, it helps.
That's what I'm saying. Like Jalen Hurts has that consistency too, like Matthew Stafford does.
But I also think, real quick, James, and I get what you're coming from. It's style. when it comes
Yeah.
to
That too.
No,
That's
Joe,
true. Yeah, but let me
all,
say this too.
Look at Marino. Look at Marino.
Right.
Great career. One Super Bowl appearance. Now, that's not his fault. That's when it boils down to the organization not building a team to get you to multiple Super Bowls or a chance.
That's right.
And that's where Howie comes into play, right? I think that when people look at Stopper, I got a quick question for both of you guys, Joe, James. So according to Sal Powell, the Eagles have the easiest schedule of a playoff team.
I don't think it's that. That's a Sal. I don't think any game is easy in the NFL. But a win is a win to me, gonna admit, regardless of how easy it is.
Said, this first year with Mannion, maybe it'll help that they don't have such of a strenuous schedule, if you will. It's still you don't take any team for granted, but I'm saying it gives them because it's going to be some learning curves, right?
Well, sure, yeah,
I think absolutely. If the schedule is what it is, you can kind of like we can get into that.
Last time I checked, they didn't take away the New England Patriots Super Bowl appearance last year because the Patriots had the easiest schedule in the league. Or one of the easiest schedules in the league.
Good point.
Right.
So the 49ers too.
The
49ers have an easy schedule last year too, right?
The Cowboys did too. But anyway.
They didn't take any of but the New England went the furthest with one of the easier schedules. Correct. So they didn't take away their Super Bowl appearance because they had an easy schedule. Like, no, you're not allowed to go to the Super Bowl because you had an easy schedule. No. So
Seattle had an easy schedule last year too,
you get handled by what your schedule is. And look, the Eagles, I agree with both of you. Like this schedule, no game's easy. No schedule is easy because a team can any given Sunday is a true statement. Like
ask me in my football pool, I know about that. But anyway.
Yeah,
right.
And so you got to kind of look at it this way. The Eagles have to approach this season like, how can we come out and produce every single game in the way that gets us a victory? That's it. How can we win against this team?
Yep.
And that is where Jalen Hurts has that intangible. Whereas Dak Prescott chokes on the pressure, where Josh Allen chokes on the pressure, where Joe Burrows is complaining about no defense, where Lamar Jackson doesn't know which end he's running towards. Like, there is a perspective that Jalen Hurts, as much as people want to scrutinize him, he figures out. Damon brought it up earlier. 2 1,000-yard receivers with a guy who was disgruntled.
Right.
With a guy who led, was a top 10,
right.
was a top 10 receiver in drops last season. This is that's that guy. So we're sitting here going, Jalen had a bad year. Well, if the guy would have catch the freaking ball, maybe he have a better stats.
Well, let me ask you this,
too. That being
too.
said, he still won games.
Yeah.
With A.J. Brown, and I want to get your opinion on this too, Damon. I saw this week that Drake May and A.J. Brown are having a little bit of a disturbance.
So that's the real thing? Okay, I saw. Okay.
Yeah, apparently A.J.'s a little bit discombobulated.
But I thought he couldn't wait to play with him. I thought he couldn't wait to play with
That's what I'm saying. It was like, okay. So basically it's
honeymoon's over.
Honeymoon's over. Yeah, it turned from Love Island to the Real Housewives of Boston.
Well, maybe Diana Rossini can go up there and report something.
Whoa.
So anyhow, before we roll out of here, Damon, I know it's always a privilege to have you on.
Oh man.
And I know that you're going to be fired up for the season. I got to get your prediction. We're fast
100% committed and zero in entitlement.
Yeah.
Right? Jalen Hurts' moment this is Jalen Hurts' moment. I'm sorry, Joe.
So I got to get your we're fast approaching the Eagles regular season. I got to get your prediction on what the record prediction for what you think the Eagles are going to do this year and who you think your standout players might be this season.
All right, so I answer if only you have me on right before the season start, I'll come back on. But I'll give you one because it might change. Howie's going to do one of those famous moves right before the first game of the season. You're going to go, whoa, where did we get that guy from, right? How did we do that? 17-game season, I'm going to stick with my 12-5. I think that's a nice number for them. And definitely win a division, stay healthy. My standout this year, I think Saquon's going to have a bounce back season.
Nice.
I'm not saying 2,000,
Amen.
but I like a nice 12 to 1,300 yard season from him. That's a nice.
Awesome.
It's so bad that because he had that 2,000 yard season, we're like, I you know, 13,
it's a hard part. It's
yards.
a hard part of meat to reach again. You can't.
No, I know,
it,
but it's like it's a setback season for Saquon. Only 1,400 yards rushing. He's that's a setback season.
That's a setback. Are you kidding me?
Are you
kidding me?
I'll take it. You know what, Jalen? And again, it goes real quick because he doesn't turn the ball over, which is huge.
Mm-hmm.
People don't like that because I need him to throw the ball more. But then there's more. You're going to see. I'm excited. I know he's not going to do it, Joe, and I know we got to go because I want to see them one series in the preseason, but he's not going to do it. He's not going.
Probably not.
No, you're not going to do it. Not going to do it.
It'll be the ultimate dream. It'll be the ultimate dream.
Dave, you brought up about how in that one move.
Yeah.
You're going to see one person a lot in the preseason, and I think he might be a trade chip that you're talking about with Howie, and that's Tanner McKee. I think Tanner McKee is going to get a lot of reps in the preseason. He's going to get put on full display, and then Howie's going to flip him. He's going to flip him for a good pick to be able to bring back some more equity.
I can see that.
I can see that. Because remember, they drafted the kid from your famous school, North Dakota.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Jesus.
Joe's face. Joe was like, yeah, they drafted another North Dakotian, Joe.
And you know what? They got my brother in arms. They got my NFL twin, Andy Dalton, too. They got the red rifle.
Gingers have soul, my friend, right?
I'm just sitting there going, my buddy texts me. He's like, so.
Oh, shit.
We got your NFL twin. We got the red rifle. I was like, he's 40-something years old.
He's older than LeBron.
It's like Chris Sims.
I think he's older than LeBron. I think he might be right there, Damon.
Talk about a guy who needs a hyperbaric chamber. So, awesome, but I want to say thank you to Damon, dude. It's a treat to have you on.
Thanks for coming on, man.
Show for the whole week. I was telling James, I was pumped up. Talking to you is always fun. Talking to you, it's good to be able to talk good Sixers basketball again.
Wow, man.
Because that's why it's so good to talk with you, because you break it down more than anybody else can.
Wow,
but more than that, when we were in the mire and the muck, nobody wanted to talk about the Sixers.
Right.
Now
we did it though. We did though.
We did.
We did. We've had several shows and we kept the hope. So I honestly, and I was a kid. I went to the parade. I was 14. I want y'all to experience that, man. I know we done the Philly. We done the Eagles. I didn't do the fly. I was a squirm like when the fly. I don't remember. I was like, my conscience. But I want to experience.
That's the dream for me one day, my friend.
Yeah,
one day, if all four teams won it, then yeah.
We got two more to experience, man, and I think we got a good close chance. I just want to say to you guys, thank you for having me. I had a blast. It's therapeutic. And I love to come back on again, like I said before the season start, man. Continue to do what you guys doing. I'm so proud of you and excited, man. This is fire, brother. Thank you, man. Thank you.
Thank you, my friend. We really do appreciate it, buddy.
So once again, I want to encourage everybody who's watching and listening. Hit that like, follow, and subscribe on YouTube channels, Hardcore Sports and Street Punk Entertainment. James, we got a show coming up on Monday.
Sadly.
This week in baseball. Have a little bit of optimism, my friend.
They're going to win today.
With that smile on your face, Dave Dabrowski's coming in for a landing.
Both of you guys is tagging today, boy.
Well,
listen,
James.
Oh, man.
We're going to be the last line of defense prior to that trade deadline. So we have some
I hope I keep
on this week in Phillies baseball this episode. But what do you have for us on Monday night?
Well, hopefully we'll have a good trade deadline coming up because that's what the Phillies really need. But coming up this week, we got a jam-packed show with you. there's a possibility that we might have a guest on coming on this week for This Week at Phillies Baseball. I think it's our good friend Alex Reich. I'm trying to figure out like what days work for him. I think he wants to come on this week to talk about the trade deadline and pieces and stuff. But yeah, we'll talk about the Phillies disgruntledness that's been going on for the last handful of months. I mean,
the tables have turned. We don't want to talk about the Sixers when they're.
Hey, we got Andrew Painter back. It's all good. Yay.
Yeah.
Listen, he pitched really well.
Yeah.
But
so tune in on. I'm sorry, Joe. What's that?
Go ahead, James.
No. I can't even talk. Stay tuned now for. Stay tuned on Monday, rather, for another edition of This Week at Phillies Baseball, and hopefully Dave Dabrowski will have more than just a turkey club. He'll have actually a good club.
Well, that's true. But,
actually, I think it'll be more of a good club plus a turkey club on the house from the Oregon Diner.
Well, maybe Bryce Harper will figure out that you can ask for help, but doesn't mean you're always going to get it. So,
help! I need somebody. Help!
Yeah.
And does anybody?
Remember two things, ladies and gentlemen, in parting.
I can't sing it. Sorry.
Remember two things in parting. Number one, we have the King of the North, King James. So either bend the knee or get the hell out. Number two, with Jalen Hurts, if you really think that he's that big of a scrub, understand you're either number one. You're either with number one or you're just number two. So understand that is the way that this show is going to end. We are going to root for the Philadelphia Phillies to get their heads out their ass and Dave Dombrowski to actually act like a general manager and call Howie Roseman for some advice.
Money talks, Dombrowski. Money talks. For Damon Saleem, thank you once again. For James Scorza, doing the ones and twos with a massive production job today. Thank you, buddy. Anytime, brother.
For everyone tuning in, for Joe Marks, this is the Pattison Ave Sports Show. We'll see you in 2 weeks. Have a good weekend, Philadelphia. See you then.
And also, one more thing to remind everybody else here.
The champ is here.
Nice.
The champ is here. The champ is here.
0-2 pitch, swing and a miss, struck him out.
Pattison Ave! Turn it up! Let's go! Morning in Philly, we run this show. Hey, Joe Marks, James scores on the glow. Eagles fly, Phil swing, let it roll. Flyers crash, Sixers lie.